The story kicks off with Liam opening his eyes at a grand dinner party, unsure of how he ended up there. As Liam looks around, confused, he spots a mirror and realizes he's now in the body of a child. Shocked by this discovery, he screams, drawing the attention of the adults around him. His father, the head of the Hamilton family, feels humiliated by Liam's childish behavior. He sternly reminds Liam that, even though he's the fifth son and considered the least important, he's still a member of the Hamilton family and must act like a noble. Liam stays silent, unable to comprehend who these people are or what's happening. A maid nearby assumes Liam is upset because of the scolding and tries to cheer him up. She explains that Liam's father, the Count of Hamilton, is in a good mood because he recently had a daughter after only having sons. The party is being held to celebrate her birthday. Thinking it's all just a weird dream, he goes to sleep, hoping to wake up back in his old life. However, he wakes up the next morning still in the child's body. Accepting that this is his new reality, Liam dons the attire of a young noble and steps out onto the balcony to take in the Hamilton estate. He is amazed to see the vast lands surrounding the house, which the maid proudly tells him belonged to the Hamilton family. As Liam tries to process his situation, his older brother Bruno calls him for a discussion about their newborn sister. Bruno, the fourth son of the family, is just a year older than Liam but acts far more mature. He has already decided that their sister must grow up to be beautiful and marry into the royal family. He believes this is the only way to secure the Hamilton family's future. Bruno explains that the Hamilton family is on the verge of losing its noble status. For 3 generations, the family has failed to achieve anything significant. Their father, the current head, is the 3rd generation leader, and when he retires, someone from the 4th generation will take over. Bruno is convinced they won't accomplish anything by then, so the family's survival depends on their sister's marriage to royalty. He advises Liam to start thinking about their family's future as well. Their conversation is interrupted when their tutor arrives to teach them the basics of magic. Hearing that he'll be learning magic, Liam can't contain his excitement and jumps from his seat, surprising Bruno. Bruno warns Liam not to get his hopes up too high, explaining that only 1 in 100 people have the natural talent for magic. Still, Liam is thrilled, as he never had the chance to learn magic in his previous life as a commoner. Determined to master magic, Liam pays close attention to the tutor. After class, he rushes to a maid and asks to be taken to the library. Once there, he starts searching for books on magic. Picking up a book titled Novice Fire Magic, Liam carefully follows the instructions to cast a spell. To his amazement, he successfully creates a small flame on his index finger. Liam's maid is amazed when he successfully casts a fire spell and congratulates him on his talent. Excited to learn more, Liam approaches his father, the Count, and requests access to grimoires, books of advanced magic from the library. Preoccupied with work and uninterested in his 5th son, the Count dismissively grants Liam permission to study whatever he wants outside the library. Wasting no time, Liam dives into his studies, gathering books and practicing magic. Within a month, he masters a new fire spell called Flame Cutter, even without using a grimoire. Proud of his progress, Liam demonstrates his achievement to his older brother Bruno, who is stunned that Liam learned such a spell on his own in just 1 month. Motivated to keep up, Bruno tries to find shortcuts in his own grimoire, but quickly realizes that Liam has an exceptional natural talent for magic. He advises Liam to continue honing his skills, suggesting that his abilities could bring fame and status to their family. However, Bruno worries Liam might overshadow the rest of the Hamiltons and asks if his goal is to become the next head of the family. Liam reassures him, explaining that he's only studying magic as a hobby and has no desire to compete for leadership. With his novice fire spells mastered, Liam sets his sights on learning novice ice spells. News of his progress reaches his father, who finally shows some interest in him. Skeptical, the Count asks Liam to demonstrate his magic. Liam freezes a book with ice magic, but his father is unimpressed, thinking it's too basic. To prove himself, Liam reveals that he mastered all novice fire spells in just 1 month. Hearing this, the Count's attitude shifts. He bursts into laughter, declaring that their family has finally been blessed. Encouraged, he tells Liam to keep learning and offers him access to more grimoires if needed. For the first time, Liam feels supported by his father, which motivates him to improve further. Later, as Liam prepares to practice magic in the woods, the Count is informed of troubling news by a butler. Unaware of the situation, Liam heads to the forest and encounters a mysterious man in a white coat sitting under a tree. The man asks if Liam is one of the Hamilton sons. When Liam confirms, the man cryptically tells him to capture him, then dismisses it and changes the subject to magic. Intrigued by Liam's interest in novice magic, the man offers to teach him a more efficient method. He demonstrates by casting 5 spells at once, impressing Liam, who eagerly asks for lessons. Pleased by Liam's humility and lack of noble arrogance, the man agrees to teach him. The man shows Liam how to cast magic circles with both hands simultaneously. Liam quickly picks up the technique and progresses to attempting 3 magic circles at once. But he struggles to execute the spell due to insufficient magical power. Despite this, the man is highly impressed by Liam's talent. Then the man reveals that he can cast up to 16 spells at once. Regretting that he doesn't have more time to teach Liam, he gifts him a special ring. The ring, called a Magicpedia, is a magical artifact containing the knowledge of hundreds of grimoires, giving Liam access to a treasure trove of magical techniques. As Liam slips the mysterious ring onto his finger, a flood of magical spells flows into his mind, allowing him to learn and use them at will. He quickly masters a wind attack spell. However, just as he begins to grasp the ring's potential, the mysterious man disappears. Moments later, Liam's maid finds him and warns him about a suspicious intruder on the estate. She hands Liam a book on novice summoning magic from Mr. Hamilton, then heads back inside. To Liam's surprise, the man reappears, revealing he had merely hidden from the maid. The man explains he doesn't have much time left but wants to teach Liam one last spell. He asks Liam to pick a summoning spell from the book, and Liam selects a spell to summon a salamander, a low-level fire spirit. Following the man's guidance and using the ring, Liam successfully summons the salamander, but it's immediately absorbed into the ring. The man explains that the ring functions like an infinite grimoire, storing spells and techniques for future use. Understanding its value, Liam offers to return the ring, but the man brushes it off as nothing special, saying it merely saves the hassle of carrying heavy books. Liam continues experimenting with the summoning spells in the book, mastering them quickly. When he turns to thank the man, he finds him gone, leaving only a message on the ground. "Keep studying magic, and don't tell anyone about our meeting." Though their time together was brief, Liam considers the man his master and feels grateful for his teachings. A month passes and Liam combines his fire and summoning magic to create a functional furnace. Using this, he produces white charcoal and even manages to craft LaCroix crystals, which restore magical power. When Bruno visits and sees Liam's progress, including a bag full of LaCroix crystals, he is stunned by his younger brother's talent. Liam explains that he made the crystals by using 5 types of magic at once, showcasing his impressive skills. Bruno, proud but concerned, advises Liam to think about independence. He shares a piece of family history. Their father had sent a large force to fight a sealed monster in a distant land, hoping to save the family. The mission ended in a crushing defeat, leaving only a handful of survivors. Bruno believes their father and eldest brother Albervit will stop at nothing to retain their noble status, even dragging Liam into their schemes. To avoid this, Bruno encourages Liam to seek independence, starting with earning his own money. Liam sells his white charcoal for a pouch of gold coins and treats himself to a bowl of ramen. Inspired by the meal, he decides to introduce ramen culture to the Hamilton household. Using an ice spirit, he dehydrates noodles to create instant ramen and teaches the family chef how to prepare it. Seeing its potential, Liam plans to turn instant ramen into a business. He pitches his idea to a local trader, but the trader refuses, explaining that only the family's eldest son, Albrevit, has the authority to conduct business. Frustrated, Liam leaves the shop, only to discover that Albrevit had been watching him from the shadows. Jealous of Liam's growing skills, Albrevet declares he will no longer allow his younger brother to act freely. Undeterred, Liam returns home and uses a spell from the ring to create a dimensional storage system for his goods. Determined to continue his work in secret, he uses an unconventional summoning spell to create a clone of himself. This duplicate will stay at the Hamilton mansion to keep up appearances while Liam ventures to the far lands to sell his goods and chase his ambitions. Liam arrives at the Hunters Guild on the advice of his eldest brother, Albrevet. As he steps inside, he notices the guild is just as lively and rough as he had heard. The hunters give him curious, mocking glances, wondering what a kid like him is doing there. Ignoring their comments, Liam confidently approaches a fierce-looking man, guessing he's the guildmaster. When Liam asks, the man confirms his identity and says Albrevet had informed him of Liam's visit. Before proceeding, the guildmaster decides to test Liam's abilities, to place him in the appropriate rank. He asks Liam to cast an attack spell and even allows him to recite it slowly, assuming Liam is a beginner. Determined to prove himself, Liam doesn't hold back. He fires multiple magic blasts around the guildmaster's head with pinpoint accuracy, leaving the man in shock. The other hunters, watching in disbelief, are stunned by Liam's raw power. The guildmaster, though impressed, keeps his composure and places Liam in the B rank. As Liam leads the guild, he examines his B rank tag, wondering if it's good enough. While lost in thought, a cheerful girl named Asuna approaches him. Introducing herself, she suggests forming a party since hunting alone is dangerous. Flattered by her beauty, Liam quickly agrees. They shake hands to seal their partnership and set off together. While walking, Liam notices they didn't accept any hunting jobs from the guild. Asuna explains that only A-rank hunters and above can take official assignments. B-rank hunters like them must find monsters independently and bring their remains back to the guild for rewards. Before they can discuss further, a pack of monstrous werewolves ambushes them. With no escape, Asuna panics, but regains her courage when Liam uses magic to overwhelm the wolves by summoning self-growing magical objects into their mouths. The distraction leaves the wolves vulnerable, and Asuna delivers the finishing blows. After defeating 42 werewolves, they return to the guild, shocking the hunters and guildmaster with their accomplishment. The guildmaster is so impressed he offers them their first official mission, to hunt down a giant caterpillar monster threatening an important visitor's arrival. Excited about their first job, Asuna celebrates. But Liam is more concerned about the magical stones inside monsters that make them tougher to fight. When they face the caterpillar monster, they struggle to defeat it, exhausting themselves. Liam uses every spell he knows, but nothing works. Frustrated, he feels powerless, while Asuna grows disappointed that their first mission isn't going as planned. In the heat of the moment, Asuna jokes that it would take a meteor to kill the monster. Inspired, Liam devises a plan. He uses Asuna as bait to lure the caterpillar to an empty area, then summons a massive boulder from his item box to crush the creature. The strategy works, and they take down not just one, but 2 caterpillar monsters. When they return to the guild, carrying the defeated monsters, everyone is stunned. The guildmaster is amazed by their efficiency, while other hunters are left questioning their own skills. Asuna seizes the moment to negotiate a higher reward, arguing that their quick work saved the town from disaster. Impressed by her reasoning, the guildmaster agrees to pay 5 times the original reward, leaving Asuna thrilled while Liam remains indifferent. Later that day, the important visitor arrives. While the townsfolk greet him, Liam's eldest brother, Albrevet, approaches to commend Liam on his success. Albrevet encourages him to keep up the good work before leaving. Watching him go, Asuna assumes Albrevet is probably rude, and Liam agrees, noting that his brother has always treated him as a nuisance. As the visitor passes through the crowd, his gaze falls on Liam. Liam meets the important guest, who introduces himself as James Stanley. When Liam introduces himself, James immediately recognizes the name and mentions that he knows Liam's father. However, his attention quickly shifts to the ring Liam is wearing, asking how Liam got it, since it belongs to someone he knows. James jokingly accuses Liam of stealing it, but when Liam explains that Raymond was his teacher, James calms down. Intrigued, James begins asking about Liam's time training under Raymond, finding the stories amusing. Curious about Liam's strength, James arranges a test. He calls over his acquaintance Simon and asks Liam to use his best attack spell against him. For the first time, Liam decides to recite an incantation, remembering that it can make spells more effective. Using the names of his favorite singers as an incantation, Liam launches magic missiles at Simon. Though Simon initially defends himself with the barrier, Liam's spell breaks through, leaving Simon unconscious. Impressed, James praises Liam's potential and decides to knight him, granting him independence from his family. Later that day, James officially makes Liam a knight. He hopes this title will help Liam step out of his brother's shadow. During their conversation, James asks Liam if he has ever been pranked by Raymond, whom he knows to be a mischievous teacher. Liam recalls a peculiar graduation gift from Raymond, 100 kg of gold dust hidden in a lake, requiring him to perfect his item box skill to retrieve it, and picking up the dust it is robbed. James immediately suspects the gold was a decoy and the real gift might still be hidden. Taking this advice, Liam returns to the lake, uses his item box to drain the water, and discovers a hidden door beneath the dry lake bed. Inside, he finds a letter and a maximum-leveled grimoire, which Raymond reveals is the true graduation gift. Determined to unlock the grimoire's secrets, Liam spends hours practicing the spells inside. After much trial and error, he successfully casts a spell that creates a massive mirror. Stepping through it, he discovers an alternate dimension, a space that grows larger as he becomes more powerful. Unlike an item box, this space can hold living beings, opening up endless possibilities. A month later, Liam and Asuna face a giant frog monster. Liam's fire salamander spells prove useless, and the frog prepares a deadly lightning attack. In a desperate move, Liam uses his alternate dimension to protect himself and Asuna. Once the frog tires out, Asuna finishes it off. They take the magic stone back to the guild, impressing the guild master with their teamwork, though he gives most of the credit to Liam. This annoys Asuna, who wishes she could be as strong as Liam. The guildmaster suggests she become Liam's familiar, which would allow her powers to grow alongside his. Excited by the idea, Asuna agrees, even jokingly saying she wouldn't mind if Liam used the bond to boss her around. The guildmaster performs the ritual, and Asuna kisses the back of Liam's hand, sealing the contract. She instantly gains new powers, including incredible speed. Curious about the familiar contract's potential, Liam decides to test it on someone else. Asuna introduces him to Jody, who also becomes a familiar and gains healing abilities through cooking. Days later, James invites Liam to his mansion and informs him that Princess Scarlet is coming to town. He reveals that Liam's achievements have caught the princess's attention and she wishes to see his familiars demonstrate their abilities. Liam, however, refuses, saying it would be disrespectful to treat his friends as objects of spectacle. Unbeknownst to Liam, the princess has been disguised as a maid and overhears everything. She is confident that Liam wouldn't dare refuse her in person. If you've enjoyed this recap, let us know your thoughts on Liam's incredible journey and powers in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next episode.